You are exhausted because you've turned your soul into a marketplace where the currency is approval, but your vault is permanently empty. You think you are being kind or considerate, but in reality, you have become what the ancient masters called an unconscious automaton, a puppet whose strings are pulled by the invisible opinions of people you don't even like.
According to the sources, specifically the map of the soul taught by Arabi, this addiction to people-pleasing isn't a personality trait. It is a spiritual diagnostic. It means you are currently trapped at level 1, the commanding self, An-Nafs al-Ammara. At this level, your life is purely transactional. You behave well only when someone is watching or when you think you'll get a reward, like a thank you, a like, or a moment of validation. You aren't actually choosing your actions. You are reacting to external stimuli. When someone insults you, you lash out or crumble because there is no gap between the stimulus and your response. You are simply a toy of the ego, driven by a program to pursue pleasure and avoid pain. This constant effort to manage how others see you creates what the sources call an endless inner noise. Even when the room is silent, your mind is screaming with arguments, worries, and the weight of endless calculation. You are replaying conversations and building fears of a future that hasn't happened yet, exhausting your spirit before the day has even begun. The friction you feel, that gnawing guilt when you say yes when you mean no, is actually a sign of progress. It means you are shifting to level 2, the self-accusing self, An-Nafs al-Lawwama. You have developed the capacity to judge your own behavior, but you are now caught in an internal civil war. You resolve to set boundaries, only to break them minutes later, leading to a cycle of shame and emotional self-flagellation. This is where most people-pleasers live, in a spiritual drama, where they are the star of their own failure. But here is the insight that will restore your self-worth instantly. You are not the mirror. You are the reflection. Your worth is not something you build through the approval of others. It is a dominant divine name already written into your essence. Ibn Arabi teaches that every soul carries a specific attribute of the divine, whether it is Al-Wadud, the loving, Al-Halim, the forbearing, or As-Sami, the all-hearing. When you chase people's approval, you are looking for God in the wrong mirror. You are trying to fill a cup using a mirage. If you want to break the addiction and reclaim your focus, you don't need a boundary-setting workshop. You need a shift in your soul's level. You must move toward level 4, the tranquil self, An-Nafs al-Mutma'inna. At this level, your response to the world comes from a deep, calm center, rather than emotional turbulence. You stop calculating and start watching. 5 solutions to end people-pleasing. 1. Surrender the endless calculation. Muraqabah. The most exhausting part of people-pleasing is the math. You are constantly calculating, if I do this, they will think that. Muraqabah, or spiritual watchfulness, is the radical act of stopping that calculation entirely. You stop saying, I am in control, and you leave the reckoning to the divine. When the calculation ends, the murmuring of the mind stops. Practice behavioral remembrance. You cannot think your way out of a people-pleasing habit. You must act your way out. The sources state that behavior transforms thought. If you feel the urge to please someone out of fear, choose the opposite action. Choose silence or a calm no. This is called interrupting the reaction. When you choose to be al-Halim, forbearing, instead of reactive, the wild animals of your ego's desires begin to starve. The exercise of silence. Every day, sit in stillness for a few minutes. Don't use a technique. Simply recall a moment today where you were one with a higher quality, where you helped someone without needing them to know, or where you stayed calm when provoked. In those moments, your mind was already quiet. Reconnecting with that internal sacred stillness reminds you that your heart was created to be silent, not a warehouse for other people's expectations. Find the silence between breaths. When you feel the pressure to perform for others, pay attention to the gap between your inhalation and your exhalation. In that tiny moment, you aren't a people pleaser, a worker, or a friend. You are simply being. This effortless being is the essence of your true identity, which the sources call the greatest name, al-Ism al-Azam. The more you rest in that gap, the less you will feel the need to fill it with external validation. Clean the mirror. Ibn Arabi says, your heart is a mirror. If it's dirty with the dust of pride, greed, or the need for approval, you will only see your own face and its flaws. Cleaning the mirror through patience, sabr, and trust, tawakkul, allows you to see that the mirror itself is nothing. Only the reflection of the divine is real. When you realize your worth is a direct reflection of the infinite, the opinions of cattle, as the sources describe the untrained mind, lose their power to hurt you. Stop trying to manifest a version of yourself that everyone loves. Start remembering the version of yourself that is already enough. Your worth is not a word spoken by people. It is the silence from which your existence arises. When the mind falls silent, the heart finally begins to hear the truth. If this shift helped you see through the illusion of people-pleasing, hit the subscribe button and join our journey into the map of the soul. Comment, "My worth is internal" below to anchor this realization today. I'll see you in the next one.